What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to our channel. It's your girl Bex.
And I'm Carly.
And we deliver content to unlock your mindset and actions to be limitless. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And like we always say, ring the bell notification so you can be notified when we're dropping gems just like this.
Boom! Welcome back. Another week, another video. And this week, we are going to be covering a historical fight that took place on the 30th of April between Amanda Serrano and Katie Taylor at Madison Square Garden. Absolutely unbelievable. And it's about time.
And it was sick. I didn't watch it, but I watched the highlights, and oh my god, I was like, oh my gosh.
Round 5.
Round 5, round 6, and even round 10, I was just like, oh my god, I didn't know who was gonna win, you know. I seriously, I was just like, wait.
It was too much. This is what a lot of people were saying, could be a draw, whatever. I think Katie just picked it because I think she did enough early enough and then she sort of came back. But what a fight. And it definitely deserves and warrants a rerun. And I think that at the moment they're saying they're going to run it back. But imagine if they run it back in Ireland. Oh, wow. Wow. Yeah,
man, it was a crazy fight, and it was the first female headline show at Madison Square Gardens. I think it brought in about 1.5 million views as well, 19k in attendance, so a sold out event. So it is just absolutely phenomenal, and I think the price, the pay package was pretty sick as well, wasn't it?
6 figures, yeah, 6 figures each, which again is about time. I was literally just listening to some an interview that Amanda did a couple of years back, and I think she even said it like through this interview. Back in the day, she was earning like 1,500 quid a fight. That's it. She's like, put a little bit of respect. I'm a like multi-division world champion, getting paid a few grand, and then a promoter comes along and goes, "Oh, here's another grand. It's more than your last payday." And it's like, yeah, but I was underpaid from the beginning, so don't be coming with a grand and saying, yeah, but you're getting paid more. It's like, this is more like it, 100%.
And you know what, like, just like jumping into the fight, like I really thought that both of them had a lot of heart, a lot of grit. I don't understand how Katie Taylor carried on standing in round 5, but that was just, bro, what the hell? It was, man. It was just... And
she's 35 now, I think Katie is.
35 years old.
Bro. Yeah, and honestly, incredible. A 10-rounder fight, unbeaten. So Katie's unbeaten, 21 wins, WBC, WBA, IBF, and WBO titles at 35. Like, honestly, absolute history. But I'm going to say something maybe a little bit controversial now, but it is what it is. Though, like you say, the fight, incredible, the heart and stuff, I still see some from the last few fights from Katie Taylor is very similar in her style and approach. And I feel it's only going to take her so far. And this fight was a good proof of that, because she nearly got knocked out. And I just see the same things from her trainer. I feel like there needs to be a shake-up, because you can't just keep doing the same thing. And every fight is different. And she nearly got knocked out. Very nearly.
Yeah, man. Like I was a little bit, because I don't know, I've watched some of the boxing, but I can't say that I've been like as invested as you. And there definitely, even from me looking in, I could see that there were definitely a few things that are a bit like,
because there was other fights of Katie's where people were like, oh no, she shouldn't have won that, or that's really close. And a lot of people have been saying, is Katie, like, is she done now? And yeah, look, 35 as well. Like, unfortunately in sports, that is an age where people say you're getting on a bit now. So don't get me wrong, incredible. She's still amazing. She's still super fast. But is that style of fighting now, as you get old, you might need to tweak a few things. A lot of them change the way they're training, because they just can't train in the same way anymore, because they are old, and you've got to be a bit smarter about it. I just don't know. It's just, I see the same thing as AJ. For me, it's the same thing as Joshua. You're doing the same stuff. Just his pure physical, is just his athleticism is what allowed him to beat so many people. But then you come up against a true boxer, someone like Usyk, and then it's like, there you go, because you're trying to box him. You're not a boxer.
And like I saw that Jake Paul was saying that Amanda was robbed with that defeat. And I did think it was super, super close. But again, I was wondering as well, because some people were saying this about AJ in some of AJ's fights and that. But like, if you're already the reigning champion, like, does it kind of favor you if it's a very close fight?
They do say that, yeah. If you're going to take a title of someone, you need to make sure you prove it and show it. I think, like you say, I don't think it was close enough to say if it went either way, you'd be like, all right, fair one. Yeah. But to call it robbery, nah, disagree with that completely. But again, it's attention grabbing, isn't it?
Yeah.
And whether or not he believes it, it grabs your check. But he probably does believe it because the guy's deluded and he thinks he can beat pretty much every boxer in the world, to be fair. So, but I also do rate him because I love the fact he's come on and said these women need to get more attention, they need to get paid more, and that part of him I love. And it's been a breath of fresh air having someone like him on board. So it's not just one promoter like Eddie. Eddie's been backing women for a few years. He was happy to take the leap. That you've got another one that's coming on board doing the same thing.
But that fight was more exciting than one of the previous AJ fights that I've seen. 100%. Like, it was so entertaining. Like, I was on the edge of my seat, and I was watching highlights.
Exactly.
Did you get like? So I didn't even get to see the whole fight. I was watching just the highlights, and even so, I know that parts would have been missed out. But just like touching on Katie Taylor. So in 2002, when she walked into a gym, she had to put on a headgear and pretend that she was a boy, because she, I think in Ireland, women weren't allowed to box.
Oh, wow.
And I thought that is crazy. And she called herself Kay Taylor.
Kay Taylor. My name's Kay.
Yeah. That's awesome. In order for her to box, like, and I just thought, like, from such a young age, and I think that was when she was maybe like, I'm not sure how old, but it was a very young age, and already that you're putting yourself out there to make sure that you get to do what it is that you want to do. And then obviously she went on in 2012 to win Olympic gold in London. So yeah, man, I think she is still phenomenal. She's achieved some amazing things. So, and then at 35 to still be able to be going to, like, toe to toe, round for round, like the way that she did. I think even Amanda is on getting on as well, isn't she?
So say again.
Amanda, her age, she's getting on a bit as well, isn't she?
Yeah, 33, I think she is. So a couple of years younger.
So, do you know, like, and they're still able to put on a show like that is really, really sick, man.
Talking about going to the gym, so it was funny. So Amanda, her sister, I think you were telling me, and then I had a look. Yeah, so her sister boxes as well. Her sister's a world champion as well, and she used to go to the gym, and she was like saying, like, her first job was she was like the babysitter, because her sister ended up dating her trainer, who she's now married to, got kids with and stuff. And she started as a babysitter, but she got in the ring. I think she was like early teens. Got in the ring, put her in with a girl, beat the girl up within a round. Then another week, another girl, beat her up. So then the next week, the trainer put her in with a boy. This time, the boy's fighting back, and it doesn't go around, and she's tired, and she starts crying in the middle of the ring. And the trainer was like, "What are you doing?" So we're probably having a go at her. And she just couldn't fight back, and she just lost it. And he's like, I never want to see you boxing again. Like, don't you ever, sort of thing. So it put her off. But then she came back at 18. So like 5-6 years later was then when she came back. And then he got her sister to like mash her up a bit in the ring. And then she came back, did it again. He's like, okay, now let's go for it. And what she was saying, her sister has got naturally very good reflexes, where she had a lot of natural power. And I know she's got a lot of knockouts. And I mean, just looking at the fight with Katie, the bombs that boom, honestly incredible. But then Katie, what a heart and what a chin to take them.
Honestly, that's what I was like. Mate, oh man, I would have been on the floor crying, like, stop.
You know, when you're all like that.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah, mate. Man. It's incredible. Absolutely incredible. What a story, though. But they still all live together. Amanda, her sister, I think they still live with their parents. Like, they're just really, her and her sister, she's like my best friend. And yeah, she got her back 100%. So very cool.
Yeah, man. Sick boxing fight. If you haven't watched it, I definitely say go and have a look at the highlights, because
and check it out. 100%. Just a few stats just to share on Amanda as well. So she's the 2-time Guinness World Record holder based on the amount of, obviously, belts and stuff she has. 44 fights, So some of the titles that she has is IBF super featherweight. She's got the WO featherweight. First female bout to be televised in a decade in 2017. WBO bantamweight, WBO light welterweight, WBO junior bantamweight. Honestly, it just goes on and on and on. So yeah, she's 9-time 7-division world champion. And that's what she's a record of. But just touching on that was one of the things that she was talking about, the pay. Like Manny Pacquiao, I think he's the 8-division champion, earns millions. And she's like, there's me earning a few grand. She's like, look, I'm not saying that overnight pay me millions, but we need to up it. But then she said something. She said, I know it's not all about money, but, and I was like, yes, it is. You're turning
That's
around.
That's women though, isn't it?
Sorry, it's about money. Because what do people all say about these boxers? The dedication, the hard work, some of the stuff, the way they train, most people wouldn't even dream of doing that. That's number one. Stand in a ring and get your head pounded in for somebody else's entertainment. You deserve to be paid millions of pounds. So yes, you absolutely deserve the money. The issue is people saying, oh, Bob Arum was one of them. No one will ever go and watch a female fight. Well, guess what? You've just been proved wrong. UFC proved it wrong when Ronda Rousey was one of the biggest stars they ever had, headlining, sellout headlines. So until somebody just takes the leap of faith and puts them on, you're never going to find out. And now you have, and you've seen that they can do it. Let's start to up that pay then. Give them some respect.
Stop, like, they just write women off and just say, oh, no one's interested. Says who?
Exactly.
She tested it like 20 years ago. Do you know what I'm saying? Tested it once and he said, nah, no one watched it, no one cares. Oh, kicks like a girl, does this, does that. Oh, shut up. Like, honestly, but we have got something exciting potentially coming up in the boxing industry.
Yes, obviously, we have.
Right now, but we are super excited. So yeah, hopefully, God willing, that all comes to fruition. Yeah, man.
Exactly. But we just thought, what a great video to share, just to give our little 2 pence on it. And just, yeah, I'm just so glad that they've both got the payday to deserve. And I had a quick look against UFC. I mean, Ronda Rousey made 3 million off her fight with Amanda Nunes. Amanda Nunes made 200K, 100K for the fight and 100K win bonus. Like, the difference in levels, but again, millions of pounds. So it proved it can be done back then. So why can't boxing be the same? So I'm super proud of both of them. So excited to now see Clarissa Shields and Savannah Marshall. That's the next huge fight that is going to be, honestly, I think I need to go and get a ticket to that.
Yeah, so where's that fight at?
I don't think it has been, they've like put a location on it yet, but I do remember an interview with Clarissa Shields where she said she doesn't want it to be in London. No. She doesn't want it to be in Savannah's hometown because she's from up north. So I think they're trying to find a more neutral location, which is it's fair enough. It's fair enough.
And when's it going to be? Do you know?
It's hopefully at some point this year. I'm not sure if it has been announced yet, but I believe it's sometime this year. Yeah. Sick.
So, yeah. So that's everything that we've got for this week. Definitely hyped up and really go and watch the fight. It is really, really good.
Absolutely.
I've been your girl, Bex.
And I've been Carly. Thank you so much for watching this week's episode, and we will see you next week.
Peace.